Hello, Cancer. Happy holidays. And here's your weekly horoscope for December 27th to January 2nd. So, the first thing we may as well talk about is the full moon in Cancer occurring on the 29th, Tuesday. Whenever the moon is full, Cancer people tend to be much more emotional and maybe moody, but when it's in your own sign, that is more possible. But there is a good reason perhaps that you are being very emotional this week. You have some major decisions to make perhaps. You have Sun, Mercury, and Pluto in Capricorn, which is in the 7th house of partnerships, relationships, both personal and business. So on the one hand, you may be looking at changing some business partnerships or perhaps personal relationship partnerships as well. But with the Sun and Mercury there, I would think that it might be more business related than personal, especially if there's going to be changes or breakups. Likely your personal life, marital relationship is secure. Well, let's put it this way. With the Sun and Mercury in your marriage house, this is the week to talk about where you are in your relationship if necessary, and perhaps heal any issues or problems and resolve things as you move into a new year. With Pluto in Capricorn, however, having been squared by Mars the last little while, that square does end on Wednesday of this week. But until then, there is still the potential for you to be having confrontations or conflicts with people. It might also be that you are looking to bring an end or a close to something that maybe hasn't worked out. That's not necessarily the case. It could be that you need to just work harder at it. The Mars-Pluto square is a very demanding square, and it demands your energy and your time. And if you don't have the time or energy to put into it, then it may not be such a great week for you as well. If you have taken the time off for the holidays and expect to return to work in the new year by next week, that's okay, but this week you probably will find that you're really going to enjoy your home life. You need to have some downtime, especially if you have been working a lot lately, so some downtime would be a good thing. And with Venus in Sagittarius, that puts Venus in a house of work and work environment, but also health. If there's been any health issues in the last couple months even, you could guess with Venus in this place that you might have some healing from that as well as just a new attitude about your health. You might be looking to maybe take better care of your health, and that we all should do that. But especially if you had any illness or some troubles this year in the area of health, this is a good time to recover from it in this coming week. So make sure you get your exercise, you eat right, and you enjoy your activities. With the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius, I talked about it much more last week and in an article that's on my website. But for yourself, that does put Jupiter and Saturn in an 8th house of the zodiac in the solar chart, which is an area of investments and other people's money. The Jupiter-Saturn placement there may not be so bad for you with that. Cancer does like money, and they like to have possessions, and they like to grow with wealth and status, and there is opportunity for you to do that in the coming year of 2021, especially if you reap the rewards of a previous investment you already made. But if not, look at doing some investing somewhere this year, because that might be something that will work out well for you in 2021. Although Neptune is squaring Venus right now in Sagittarius, it is in the sign of Pisces, which is positive for your sign. So even though there could be some trouble within the family, every family always has at least one troublemaker, and they may be a bit of a thorn in your side over the holidays, but that will probably dissipate as we get more into this next week. And by the end of next week, as we're getting closer to January, you should find that if there were disagreements, you can make some amends, or at least whatever the issue was just kind of goes by the wayside. Lastly, with Chiron also moving direct in Aries, that does have it moving along with Mars up in the area of work for you, and the new year may spell some new directions for you in work. Your job may change from what you were doing, or you may make changes if you own the business, or if you're a manager, you may make changes amongst your staff or amongst exactly what it is that your business might be. And that will be, in effect, bringing about a bit of a healing, or at least some resolution to some areas within the work and the work environment or your career. Well, have a great week ahead, Cancer, and Happy New Year to you.